What is the number one money question that you ask yourself when you're creating $1 million coaching offer, a 100K coaching offer, or any premium coaching offer, even a 50K or 10K coaching offer? What is the number one money question you ask? Is it, how much should I charge? That's not the best question. My invitation is to look at money in relationship to the value that you put it out. Okay? So I ask my clients this: if you create the highest and the best expression of who God is through you and put that out there, is there someone, anyone, who is willing to invest in your highest and best expression of who God is for them? Is there anyone out there who wants to invest at that level? Does someone value? Does someone find this useful? Does someone find this so important to them as the highest expression of who they're being in their life, in their relationship, in their business, in their career, in whatever it is, and they are willing to say, do I value this or not? Am I willing to pay this much for it? Because payment becomes a value proposition. It becomes a way to position the offer, not something that you get for the offer. Then it becomes not about sales per se, not about selling, but it becomes about you receiving money as value for the highest expression that you put out in the world. So people say, I want a strategy to sell, I want a system to sell. What is your highest expression? What is the highest value of work that God wants to express through you in the world? And who, is there anyone out there that is willing to see that as valuable? And are you willing to receive that value for it? And it allows you to notice how you relate to money. Because the reason why we come and ask for strategies and systems is because we think it's the only way we can get money. The only way we can get paid is we have that system or that strategy. And no, Jared, God in you is already money. You're already money. You come ask money. It's not a place to get to, it's a place to come from. And when you come from money, receiving the money and the person getting the value becomes a sacred experience. That's why I call sales sacred. Notice how you relate to money, and notice how it changes when you start to give the best of who God says you are to the world. When you start to give, money becomes this healing balm that flows through you as more love, more joy, more peace, more babies, more health, more balanced hormones, more better jobs, more businesses, more women making all the profits in their business. That's how money, that's how God's highest expression flows through you. And then they give you value for it because they see it and they go, ooh, that is the highest expression of what I can be in my relationship, in my marriage, in my partnership. So it's important to me, it's useful to me. I want to pay for this. I want to invest in it. And then money, you start to receive and spend money the way you want to get paid. It's sacred. Every time you pay for something, you feel like it's the highest expression that you're paying for. When you give a tip at the restaurant, when you pay your bills, whatever it is, it becomes this sacred experience where you just give in for the value that you received before. Your student loans, whatever it is, you give for the value of your mortgage. It just becomes value. And then you start to notice that there has to be someone else who values the highest expression as much as I do. And you start to attract those people into your lives. And that you don't want the strategy anymore. You don't come to Mimi and say, what is the highest, what's the best sales script, or what's the best sales system? Or I want to be in a category of one. Honey, God made you unique, and He made you a category of one. You've bullied yourself into mediocrity into believing you have to belong to something. You've bullied yourself into mediocrity into thinking you have to make high income months when you have profits at your disposal. You've bullied yourself into mediocrity into thinking, I can only create 10K offers. No, it's a sacred expression of genuinely believing that God in you, the hope of glory, is working with you to co-create. And when you are waking to that memory, the question doesn't become how much do I charge for my offer, or will anybody pay me, or who is this for? It simply becomes, what is the highest expression of God that I can put out there? And it sounds repetitive, but keep asking yourself that question, because it changes how you see money, it changes how much you charge. And then $1 million becomes a drop in the bucket, because the client sees that and thinks, in the next 20 years, when I invest in this, what is my relationship going to be like? What is my marriage going to be like? What is my business going to be like when I have this in my life right now? That's all they care about. Because premium coaching clients, they buy what they want, not what you tell them to. They Caleb. They're ready now to possess the land. Are you Caleb? Are you Caleb? Let me know how this lands for you.